Hi everybody, my name is Joe Foresta. I'm a 4th Dan in karate. All that means is that I've stuck around long enough to receive quite a few bruises. I'd also like to introduce you to Sensei Joe Foresta. This is my father. He is an 8th Dan in karate. On this side we have Sensei Matt Sprague. There we go. I'm going to mess it up. He's 3rd Dan, and then rounding us out is his father, Danny, Sensei Danny, who is 8th Dan as well. Everyone, ready? Hello everybody. Before we get started with the self-defense techniques, we did want to take a moment and remember Grand Master George Anarino. Sensei Joe and myself both learned quite a bit under this man, and while we are with Sprague Shotokan Karate, now we do owe a lot of what we know to him. With that, Sensei Joe is going to be demonstrating an arrow break. Please do not try this at home.
This is passed on from my sensei.
Welcome to the self-defense training put on by Sprague Shotokan Karate Systems. We are first going to be starting off with self-defense techniques on what to do if somebody is grabbing you by the wrist. These are both grabbing a single wrist and grabbing with both hands. Sensei Joe will be demonstrating, and Sensei Matt will be the aggressor. So in this first situation, we have our aggressor attacking and just grabbing a single wrist. Now what Sensei Joe is going to do is turn his wrist to the weak point, pull to his opposite shoulder, and turn around. And again, once more in slow motion, turns the wrist, pulls,
Step back.
and steps back, pulling to his chest. Now, once more at full speed. Okay. Next is going to be the, if he grabs with both, double hand. Okay, so in this situation, we have where our attacker has grabbed both of our hands. Sensei Joe, what do we do from here?
Turn, pull back, break, hold, step in, double my hammer fist to the neck.
Okay. So once again in slow.
Okay. Turn, break the hold, step in, hammer to the neck.
All right. And then one more time, let's go full speed on that. All right. Now, if he were to grab both of your, with one wrist with both of his hands.
Okay. Simple. It's back to, instead of going across your body, going to grab and go between and step the opposite way.
Okay. So let's try this one more time.
Turn against the thumbs, grab your fist, and step back with your right foot, pull.
All right. And one more time at full speed.
Okay.
Thank you. Now, from the wrist grabs, one of the other places that people like to grab is your shirt collar, trying to move you around and throw you up against walls and whatnot. So if he were to grab your shirt collar with both hands, how are you going to stop this?
Okay, we're going to make a waffle light. Over, under, palm to palm, and you're going to step across his body here and move and break away and walk.
Okay. Now, when you're doing this technique, Sensei Joe, where are you wanting to place your hand on his arm when you're going under?
Cross, weak part, because you break, cross here, elbow, you want to break the elbow when you go. Here, palm to palm, and you do it real hard, you'll break the elbow. Keep going.
All right. Thank you, Sensei Joe. Now, if he takes it one step further and decides that he wants to just choke you, again, we understand that there's many different techniques, but the simplest technique, Sensei Joe, what would you say?
Simplest one is he grabs, he's choking, shoot your arm straight up through his arms and turn and walk away.
Okay. Can we get that one at full speed?
Aye.
Thank you. Okay, now we're going to have Sensei Danny go ahead and show us some defense movements. Now, Sensei Danny, if your attacker is actually going to be stepping forward and punching at you, what is probably, in your mind, a great defense technique for that?
Well, we have several really good self-defense techniques, but one in particular that I like is we call it the spin in, spin out technique. As we're fighting and as Sensei throws these punch at me, this is what mostly happens in a self-defense technique. Today, we're going to do what they call a spin in and spin out technique. And how we do that is we block as he comes toward me here and punch here with the elbow right into the solar plex and then back out. That way there I can see how much damage I've done, or what I like to do also is as he does block, here. So I hit here in the solar plex, also here in the face, then spin out for the self-defense for this particular move. Let's do it one more time again.
Yes.
And as he makes these moves, here, 1, 2, and back out, just like this.
And with this technique, what part of your forearm are you trying to hit with, Sensei?
What I'm blocking with is the front of my forearm this way, sir. When he makes these moves, I'm coming in and blocking with this part. Instead of the soto uke or the uche uke, I'm actually coming across with this part of my forearm to make this block here. It's also part of heian sandan. It's part of a kata that we do.
Okay. And can we do it one more time at full speed?
Absolutely. One more time at full speed, sir. Whoa! Ho, ho! Also, if we have enough time, I'd like to show one more.
Oh, please, Sensei.
As he throws the same punch at me, here I'm going to come down. This is the biggest and most misunderstood block. The Geidan Barai, the low block, is only for kicks. It's only for someone trying to kick at me. That's incorrect. As he tries to hit me here, I'm going to block down, just like a low block. I'm going to snatch in and grab him, lock his elbow out, and grab him by the back of the head. And I'm going to smash him in the head and back, just like this. Right? Smash him in the face area here. Again, as he throws his punch, block, grab, and hit, and back. So that you're in and that you're out safely. Hey?
Okay. Thank you for that, Sensei.
Oh, you're welcome.
Now, with some of our viewers, they may not be as limber. Could you give a recommendation instead of trying to bring that knee up, something that they could do to substitute for that knee or that kick?
Always knee. Always knee is important. 8 to 10 pounds to take the knee out. Also groin. Now remember, the knee is a pressure point, groin is a pain point. So what I'm doing is just throwing pain at him with the kick to the groin. But it is very simple to do. Block, kick. Now if you'll notice, my whole leg is between the legs and throwing the kick here. Also with the knee, my leg comes up and smashes across with the knee. You don't want to try this to hit with just the ball of your foot. You want to use the whole shin and instep as you're throwing that technique.
All right. Thank you very much, Sensei. We appreciate that. Os?
You're very welcome. And thank you, young man. Os.
What we're going to show you next is a self-defense tool called a kobutan. Now these are typically found to where you can have them on a keychain, fairly inexpensive, but they are very effective at stopping somebody. The other nice thing is if you don't have the actual Kobaton itself, you can substitute even a marker and use the same principles we're going to go over with now. So Sensei Joe, what is the most effective time to use this?
Okay, if somebody grabs at you, go for the throat or the eyes. Mane, groin. But if he grabs me, straight grab.
Straight grab.
Okay, I'm gonna bring it up and over, right on this top of his dress, and pull down. Okay, straight grab, and if I got the baton this way, all I like to do is go this way. Okay, now cross grab. Well, again, I want to go this way, put pressure, break away. If you just straight grab and I got it in this hand, all I like to do is come down like this, and I'll pierce like a knife. But this is only for self-defense occasions. Somebody attacks you in a parking lot, most likely that's where it's going to happen. If you have this and you have keys on it, that's fine. But make sure you don't grab a hold of the keys because you will cut. But you can swing the keys here, across the eyes, across the throat, and you always say take the keys and hit the groin and rip up. So if you'd like to know more about the Kumaton, get a hold of Sensei Matt or Sensei Danny or Sensei Joe, and we can teach you a lot more. This is Sensei Matt. He'd give you your phone numbers.
Yes. So my phone number is 740-973-9843. My dad's phone number, his is 740-404-7334. Get a hold of either one of us. Please make sure you leave a message if we don't answer. But we'll get back to you guys as soon as we can and help you guys out with any questions you might have.
Sensei Matt, since he's been beating up on you pretty much this whole video, we're going to give you a chance. If Sensei Joe were to grab your shirt with only one hand, how are you going to defend against that?
So the first thing you're going to do is take your opposite hand and reach over and grab a hold. What you're looking to do is grab a hold of this fat part of the hand right here. All right, so that gives you the most control. So when you can grab it, you can roll it and control here. Now from here, you can apply more pressure on the wrist and control the fight from there. The more pressure you have, the more control you're going to have. But the important part here also is keeping the wrist above the shoulder. You also have total control from there as well.
Okay, so one more time, if you can go through that step by step.
Yep. So reach over, grab the fat part of the hand, roll the arm over. As you roll the arm, I always like to grab control of the shoulder too as well. And then from here, you can step here and apply pressure to the wrist, or you can actually take your opponent all the way to the ground if you would like. I'm not going to do that today, but that is also an option.
Okay, and one more time at full speed.
Grab here, here, and step.
All right. Thank you. That was cool to watch. Okay, and Sensei Joe, what is the importance of daily practice?
Daily practice is practice with your husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, and kids with their parents, and do it every day, at least 15 minutes a day, and go over the video over and over again and keep practicing it. Have any questions, you're always welcome to contact Sensei Danny or Sensei Matt, Sprague Karate School, and be safe when you go out. If you get yourself against the wall, try to get away. Kick, bite, slap, anything, especially when you're a little one, because once they get to your car, it's over with. So make sure you run inside somewhere like a store. If you're by a store, it's safe inside the store. Go to one of the cashiers and they're willing to help you.
Do you have any advice you would like to offer, Sensei Matt?
So back to the practicing every day thing, it's super important. It's the biggest difference. You look at like MMA fighters and stuff like that, they don't just practice for camp or anything. They're practicing all the time trying to get better. And you guys should take that same approach to your own self-defense. It's the difference between being able to defend yourself and not being able to defend yourself. If your techniques are sloppy because you haven't practiced them, they'll be sloppy when you need them. So make sure you keep those sharp and on point, so that way you can defend yourself when you need to.
Okay, thank you, Sensei Matt, Sensei Joe. I'm Sensei Jay, and we thank you very much for watching. And again, if you have any questions or if you would like to learn more, contact either Sensei Matt or Sensei Danny at Sprague Shotokan Karate Systems. We thank you very much for watching and have a wonderful day. We really hope that you learned something from today's training. I did want to mention none of us were wearing masks because we wanted our hearing impaired viewers to be able to at least read our lips. But we did take all social distancing precautions to the best of our ability. If you watched today and you want to learn some more self-defense techniques, please call Sensei Danny at 740-404-7334, and we can set up a time for you to come into the dojo. Again, thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Whoops. If you liked today's video, please hit like and subscribe down below so you can get more videos like this in the future. Thank you very much.